Here we go again. Another NFL kickoff, another season, a new season. And the Dallas Cowboys have dominated a football game against the New York Giants. I know. I'm just a Panther fan. Cowboys have 5 rings. Panthers have 0. I can't say anything. We lost to the Falcons. I get it. I've heard it all. My thing is, save that ammunition for the big boys. Save that Super Bowl talk for the Patriots and the Steelers and the 49ers. Don't bring that over here to Carolina because I'm about to say what I'm about to say. So the Dallas Cowboys open the season, Sunday Night Football, beat the New York Giants down 40-0. They destroyed the Giants. Daniel Jones just got paid. Joe Burrow didn't look good. He plays for a different team, but he just got paid. They didn't look good yesterday. They didn't look good, the New York Giants. Not at all. They looked terrible. I'm not convinced that Deion can lead the Colorado Buffaloes in there and beat the Giants. I'm convinced that Deion would lead Colorado in New York to beat the Giants. Yesterday also killed the Cowboys defense. I went into that football game in fantasy football leading my opponent by 30 points. And what does Dallas defense do? They put up 37 points. Tonight, my opponent has Aaron Rodgers. He's up like 93-87. He has Aaron Rodgers tonight. I have Stephon Diggs. It's not looking good for me. It's not looking good for me at all. But I just want to say this about the Dallas Cowboys, and this is something that we all say every year, just like the Dallas Cowboys say they're going to win the Super Bowl every year. And we all say this to them every year. Dude, please, stop bragging about 1 week of football when you have a track record. When you have a track record, you're going to win enough games to make the playoffs. You have probably the best defense. I would say they even played better than, I watched more a Cowboy game than I did the 49ers Steelers game. After the little midway through the second quarter, I gave up on the Cowboy game because it just wasn't pretty. If you're not a fan of the Cowboys, or any team that's won another team out, it's tough to watch that game because it's like, oh my goodness, this game is a complete mismatch. I don't want to see this unless it's my team doing the blowing the other team out. So I gave up on that game like midway through the second quarter. I didn't go back to it at all because we knew that the Giants weren't going to make it competitive. They were playing the Dallas Cowboys. This team has beaten them 11 straight times now. In the midst of that, I kind of just lost my thought. Yeah, so they have probably the best defense. I was saying that they probably have even a better defense than the 49ers. I can't wait for that Week 5 matchup. I believe it's in Week 5, Niners and Cowboys. They probably have a better defense than the 49ers. They probably have the best defense in all of football. Well, if they have a better defense than the 49ers, then they have the best defense in all of football. They have a talented team. We know this about the Dallas Cowboys. We know this. They're very talented. They're a good football team. And we also know that they're going to make the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys will win enough games to get into the playoffs, more than enough. I think I had them at 11 wins. I probably sold them a little short. That's because I got Philly winning the division at like 12 wins. But the Cowboys will be in the playoffs. Division winning or wild card spot. They'll be in the playoffs. The question is, what happens when they get to the playoffs? Yes, celebrate beating the Giants. If it were the Panthers, I would be doing the exact same thing. Celebrate the win. I'm just saying, stop coming at us with all that Super Bowl talk like y'all do every single season, and we know what happens comes January. You're either going to win the division get the bye week and lose in the divisional round, or you're going to be a wild card team. You'll probably win there, advance to the divisional round, and lose. I'm not sitting here saying that's what's going to happen to them this year. I'm just saying, like, just if you're on that Super Bowl tip because you beat the New York Giants, come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Nobody ain't sitting here trying to hear that. You beat the Giants. Yes, the Giants are probably, I have the Giants in the playoffs winning 10 games. Yes, they're a playoff team. But the Giants are not the Kansas City Chiefs. The Giants are not the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, I know talking about these two teams, it's like, man, after what happened to them in week 1, how can I say that? But come on, man. Nobody's going undefeated. Everyone is going to have a bad week or two, even the elite teams. The New York Giants, let me get back to it, are not the Philadelphia Eagles. They're not the San Francisco 49ers. They're not the Dallas Cowboys. These are the upper echelon of teams that'll be contending for a Super Bowl championship. And yes, I'm saying the Dallas Cowboys on paper are contenders. They are contenders. But the Giants are not the Bills. They're not what we think the Jets and Lions could be this year. The Giants are probably not even the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of all the playoff teams, of all the, playoff contenders, the Giants are at the bottom of that. You dominated the Giants. Be excited about that. It's fun watching your team win. I can't relate, but it's fun watching your team win. It's fun. I'm just saying, I'm not here for all that Super Bowl talk. When it comes to the Cowboys, y'all have exhausted people of hearing you talk about, man, Michael Parsons this, and we can just get Dak to do that. Dan Quinn, defensive coordinator this. CD Lamb, he probably the best receiver. I know Tyreek Hill did his thing, man, but CD Lamb, it's like, oh my goodness, dude, we get it. We know you're always talented. You have the resources. You have the legacy. You have the star. You are the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody's taking that away from you. It's just that you don't do anything when it counts the most. And you can't sit here and say that people are exaggerating or anything, because you know it's true. People only want to talk to you in January when it comes to the Cowboys. We want to hear from you in January. So be amongst yourselves and celebrate what you guys did to the New York Giants. Just don't come to us with it, because we don't care until January. None of us cares. Nobody cares. You beat the New York Giants. Are you going to do that to the Jets next week? Are you going to do that to the 49ers? Are you going to do that to the Eagles twice? Do they play what other contending teams they play? I'm about to get out of here. I just wanted to throw that out there. What other contending teams does the Dallas Cowboy play? Are you going to do that to the Buffalo? Oh, that's the Giants. They probably do play the Bills as well, but let's see. Are you going to do that to the Chargers? Okay, they're probably just a notch above the Giants. Are you going to do that to the Bills? Yes, they do play the Bills. Are you going to do that to the Lions? They don't play they don't play very many elite teams. But are you going to do that to the elite teams? The teams that are contenders and the teams that we think can be contenders. Ain't nobody looking at the Giants as no Super Bowl contenders. If you are, give me a break. Man, we got our group message, our fantasy football group chat, and we got like 4 Cowboy fans in there. And we had one, my partner, my brother. He was sending pictures of how about them Cowboys and we haters as if they just won the Super Bowl. And it's a repeat thing. They do it every single season. In the month of January, man, we gotta fire Mike McCarthy. We gotta promote Dan Quinn. We gotta get rid of Kellen Moore. Zeke Wash. Dak trash. CD need to learn how to run routes. That's what you hear in the month of January after they lose in the playoffs. But I just wanted to get that out because I don't want to hear it this year. Talk to me in January because we know you'll be there. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.